Hello everybody, welcome to the Tuesday episode of Blunders and Bothwellians, the Wounded Witch edition. This, believe it or not, guys and dolls, is episode 40!
Wahoo!
I know, right? The delayed enthusiasm is still enthusiasm nonetheless, so I'll take it on. Congratulations for getting here, guys, not many do. We have been playing for over a year now, and none of you have died much, particularly. It's been great, it's been marvellous. I'll stop being so nice to you now. Bring out the big guns. You are all in Forest of Death, accompanied by your Quacker's friend. So, to recap from last time, you're in the Forest of Death. I pretty much summed up. You met Death himself and Dalyaga, the daughter of Paladin, the Angel. You had words with her. She warned you of a few things and gave you some ideas. And Priscity discovered what had happened to her dear brother. And his story came to a close. There was some argument about whether he should have been released from a potential spell he was under towards the end of his life, but those decisions were made, and as such, things have happened. So, welcome guys and dolls. We are picking up just after Dalyaga and Death have vanished and disappeared. So you guys are still in the clearing. Orissa, you can still see wisps of dust and things floating in the air, so if you wanted to start walking again, you could. And you guys can have any conversations that you would like to have as you are walking. So, I'm very aware that you have an upset gnome and a very angry paladin.
Oh yeah, Verti was kind of on Hannah's side, wasn't he? On the whole opinion of better to die without being controlled and all that stuff.
In that case, but I would take his opinion with the good pound of salt right now.
You know, it's no problem. I was just commenting that it was unusual. So,
Ragnar is going to probably pipe up and be like, my companions, I am no forest tracker, but are we inexplicably lost?
Not completely. I mean, I know which forest we're in.
Ragnar will chuckle.
I mean, I don't know where we are, but I can see where we should go, so...
I don't care either way.
Oh, Rosie, out of character, how dense are the treetops, and like, would it be possible to fly up above that for me?
You have to ask when I'm a mouthful of food. Like, talk amongst yourselves so I can eat my dinner.
Oh.
Okay. As before, the trees are fairly close together as you move forwards. You can fly up. It'll be quite tricky because your wingspan probably is bigger than the gap between the trees, and they do cross over a lot at the top, so you'd have to sort of fight your way through branches to get out. But you can give it a go.
Tempted, but not yet.
Okay.
Is Arissa's animal ride still with us, or?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Hannah will grab Arissa and put her on top of the animal. And just look at her and go, stay.
Wow, rude.
So Orissa and Bear are on the horse.
Win-win!
All I do is win.
Adversity sits on the floor.
I'll walk over to Apristi.
Yeah, I'm getting off the horse and going over to it.
Womanly, what did I just say?
Bitch, I don't care.
Okay, Hannibal will glare at you over her shoulder, but as long as you're in vision of her, you're fine.
I think Varric would... Yeah, Varric's gonna slowly reach into his pack and pull out the last dire Scotch egg that's still good.
God, is it still good?
There's literally one that was still good. He's literally gonna hand that one to Bristy. I'm like, here, I'm not too good with like words of comfort, but this helps.
So you look up, kind of vacant eyes, reach out for it, and just slowly sink back down to the floor. Just looking at her feet again.
Arissa's not going to say anything. She's going to sit down next to Abricity.
She look up at Arissa, kind of, her eyes focus a bit, like she's just kind of remembered where she is. And she'll reach out and squeeze Arissa's hand. Thank you.
Yeah, Arissa will squeeze her hand back and be like, anytime.
Feelings.
And then she'll look up at Barrett. Thank you for taking Hannah, or trying to take her.
Of course.
Yeah. And then she's going to kind of look around and be like, oh, Veritas, where is he?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We are typing a conversation. Be patient, people.
He's standing kind of off to the side. He came in to face down death and very nearly tried to take a warhammer to his head.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
But he's sort of staying kind of at the edges right now.
I think Apricity would look towards him and just full of like so much sorrow and shame and embarrassment and confusion. And then I look back down at her feet again.
He's probably not noticed that in the slightest since a certain Hannibal has thrown a twig in his face. But the best way to describe what you would have seen is that he's glowing a very dull red. Only occasionally flickering back to his normal violet. And his tail is sort of like angrily twitching like a pissed off cat. Is the best way to describe it.
And Hannibal is acting like a dog who doesn't realize the whole thing is going on and just poking at the cat.
Okay, Ragnar, if you're checking the surroundings, can you do me a perception check? And for Theritas,
Yep.
After everything you've said, you hear a familiar voice in the back of your head. It is more far away than usual, and it almost sounds a little bit like staticky on a radio, like it can't quite reach you properly in here. But you hear the voice of Helm, and the voice says, "If you swear an oath to this vengeance, I will aid you."
Without hesitation, he goes, "Consider it done."
Okay. For the next forever, anytime you mention Lowry or revenge or your plot for it or think about it, every hair on your body sort of stands up a bit, and you can feel that desperate, like, this is going to happen, this is a quest.
Hannibal will wrinkle her nose, Verti, and flap at him and go, "Don't talk to him near me. It's uncomfortable to feel his aura on me." He'll know what I'm talking about.
Was that in Infernal? Or?
In Infernal, yeah. She's complaining that you shouldn't speak to your god near her because it gives her the weebie-jeebies.
That's
Anyway.
right. He'll slip back into common now and go, My god offers me aid, just as I offer to do tasks for him.
Yes, but do it a few steps away. The interference with my own aura is a little disturbing. He's too holy.
At that, he'll laugh.
And, okay, Ragnar, with a magnificent 10, nothing seems to have changed. It's a little stiller than it was before, but you can't help feeling that maybe this is because the souls in the tree have now gone and there's nothing creepy in front of you anymore.
Okay, his hand is still resting on the hilt of his sword to be ready in any case.
Noted.
just so that he could protect his friends as immediately as would need to be, since he's not good at the whole emotions.
Aww.
Seriously, what are you even doing in our group with your holiness and your goodness?
Who was that aimed at?
Duckling over here.
He swore. He swore that he was gonna protect y'all. So he's gonna do this, and he's made friends as well. So
Duckling.
yeah, he's
That's what you
invested.
get for rescuing ducks.
With that, just will look at the others and go, this forest is doing its damnedest to kill us. We should probably get a move on and find this thing and get the hell out of here.
I second that.
Okay, so, Arissa, do me a perception check with advantage because you've got the goggles on. That was a really hard sentence to say with toast going down my mouth because you got the goggles on. That was more hard than I thought. Wow, okay.
Not that the advantage did a right lot.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I rolled a number.
Okay, Arissa, you can see smatterings of dust, but because you all followed Apricity off the path you were following, I don't know. Basically, there is some ahead of you, to the left of the clearing, and to the right. Which way would you like to go?
I will open that up to the group. Because, like, I see dust, like, there, and there. How sneaky do we want to get?
Oh, what do we want to get, sorry?
Sneezy.
Oh, sneezy. I thought you said snoozy.
I mean, that too I could do with enough.
Well, yeah, I think we've all, like, done spells and stuff, haven't we? And some have taken damage.
You could have a long rest if you like. You could attempt to camp, or find somewhere to camp. You can camp amongst the trees that have weird faces on them if you want.
Ragnar dislikes this idea.
Varric is okay with camping in the woods.
In the woods as opposed to in the creepy tree clearing.
Well, that's also part of the woods. Varric is just like, he's home. This is slightly more creepy than he's used to.
So
You think you'd be used to creepy after Hannah.
It's very true. You're with Hannibal, nothing creeps you out anymore. So would you guys like to find somewhere to camp here, or continue on?
I vote continue on.
I think finding a safe place to sleep is to put up camp is a good idea.
Okay, well, combine them into one, and you can continue onward following the dust until you find somewhere that looks good. How about
Yes.
Sounds good.
that?
That would be more likely for what Theratus will do.
Woohoo! Okay. And again, you guys have used spell slots, you've eaten things, but again, it's very hard to tell how much time has gone by. Like, you feel tired. Not necessarily you could sleep tired, but it's very hard to tell what time has gone by.
Has there been any physical changes on us?
Do a investigation check, Hannibal.
Yeah, how pregnant am I?
How pregnant am I?
Woo! 18 off the bat.
Oh. As far as you can tell, Hannibal, and you have scrutinised this group very well indeed, especially Arissa, no physical changes. Any of the boys who can grow facial hair, so I don't think Varric is included in this, being an elf, may have a little, 4 o'clock shadow, but other than that, Arissa still seems the same amount of pregnant, etc.
Okay, thank you.
Is that alright? So, are you going to go forwards, left, or right?
I vote stay true.
Forward!
Forwards! Forward ho! Alright, forwards ho it is. So, forward hoes! So, you guys follow the dust for a while, and you keep walking through the trees. Again, they are very close together. I'd say you're not very hungry, Varric, which is unusual for you. You're not starving yet. You could eat, but then you could always eat. You're not ravenous yet, though.
Okay. In that case, I'll just deduce that not much time has passed. Not much time at all. Varric measures by his meals. Quick question for something that's happening through cantrips. Would Hannibal know about Varric's birth family?
She would know a little, as part of the reason that she exists around you in particular, Varric, yes.
So she wouldn't necessarily know where to find them.
No, she has tried. She's attempted this before, and she couldn't get a good beat on them. The out of character reason for this is because if they are in this forest, it's very hard, as with Helm contacting Vitheritas, it's very hard to contact people within here or get a real lock on them because the forest itself is so messed up.
Okay.
There you have it.
Boom.
In that case, I assume the answer is pretty much the same as well, Hannah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I like it. Secret messages are happening. I like it. So, you guys continue onward. The trees are quite close together, though, and it may take you a while before you find somewhere to camp. Who's going to be looking out for somewhere to set up camp? And whoever it is, can you do a perception check?
Of course.
Since people
There's someone who
mentioned
actually
it, Theratus will actually look.
Rosie, can I pop Fire-As out of the Pokeball and just climb on his back and kind of
that's right, you have a Pokemon.
walk for me?
Yes, you may.
I'm just going to sit on the ball and not really engage with anything.
You know what would be fun? In D&D in Pokemon.
There's a system for that, actually.
That would be a lot of fun. Everyone would be different. One would be a trainer, another would be a parent, another would be a crazy thief.
Oh my god, I'd get to just do voices of Pokemon all day.
Yep. I can do that too.
I love it.
Rosie?
Mm-hmm.
Was it perception to find a place to,
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, the Theratas with your 11. Yes, you are too angry to look. Goddamn trees, goddamn people, fucking this, fucking that.
I am loving this forest vibe. that gave me expertise for a while. That would be +6 then instead of +3, so that's 11. Yeah, 30 precisely.
Okay. So, Varric, you managed to spot another section where the trees open up. It's not completely open. Again, you can never quite see the sky here. There seems to be a low-hanging dark fog cloud around the top of all the trees, and they go up quite high and interlock with each other as well. All the branches seem to tangle together. But you do spot a little place, which is just about big enough for a camp. And as you guys walk into it, you notice that it has been used as a camp before. You can see the remnants of what was obviously some sort of fire pit dug into the middle. And you can see where logs have been rolled into places where maybe people would sit or have things to lean against as well.
Awesome. I'll quickly point that out to the group hey, guys, hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh my god, no, that song.
I love the fact that in response to this, Vitheritas frowned.
There's a campsite here. Maybe we should, rest, gather our forces before we go ahead and let Verti punch things again.
Viserys is gonna look at the campsite and try and work out how long it's been abandoned.
Okay. In which case, you can do an investigation or a nature check, whichever you are best at.
Meanwhile, Ragnar would like to check if there are any skeletons in the camp to imply that the people who previously camped here died.
Do an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm gonna just throw out there that he's still angry because that was.
What did you get?
Sorry?
What did you get?
Natural 20!
Oh, wow.
The best sound
Got
ever.
a 6. Betheritas is cross. Just kicking the ground like, for God's sake, meh. Yes, Varric, you can prestidigitation to do the campfire if you want. And the natural 20, Behold Duck. Hell yeah, because that's your name, because it hasn't changed, and I love it. With your natural 20, are you looking specifically for skeletons, or are you looking for anything of interest? I will allow you to pick, because it's natural 20.
Well, the intention was skeletons, but anything interesting, yeah.
Okay. Here.
In the meantime, as he's looking around the camp, suddenly the campfire flares to life.
So, you guys now have a campfire, and you guys now have some slight warmth, so you can all come in a little bit. So, Ragnar, upon looking around, you find several skeletons. They are
Oh no.
They are quite old. There's not a lot of flesh left on them. You can't quite tell what happened to them. They haven't been torn limb from limb. They haven't got things missing or big cuts across the bones or anything. And you also find something else, which I'm going to put up. So just bear with me for a second while I upload it so you guys can all see it.
I like the old cab.
Does the flesh smell like it did in the werewolf village, and does Varric smell it? No, it does not.
Okay. At least it's not being cooked.
No, they haven't been cooked as far as you can tell. Right, here we go. Let me just... It's uploading, I swear. Okay, so... Engraved into the bark of one of the upturned trees, scratched... On closer investigation, you can tell by fingernails, you see this.
This looks like a puzzle.
Oh god.
I'm
Now,
so happy.
the way I'm going to do this is I will let Ragnar have a look at it for a moment. Everyone else can have a look at it too. If you have any ideas, feel free to shout them out. And if not, I will let you guys roll some things, and then I can give you up to 2 clues about it.
Okay, well, I would be inclined to say that the 3- is definitely going to be some vowel. Yes, I can do English.
Well done!
My initial... But my initial thought for that would have been an E.
Yeah, does anyone have a mirror? Maybe. Or maybe not.
Ooh. See, hilarious.
I was going to say, if you...
but it's a big mirror.
Yeah.
I tried looking upside down, but no luck.
To be fair, I'm now working with my computer to see if I can mirror it and flip the image and everything.
I'm using my phone. Wait a minute. I can see.
I wondered if you flipped it, or maybe just... I'm trying to, if you flip it and read it downward. I don't know. Oh, Christy wouldn't be looking at this. She's still sat on a board. Being sad.
I think that's a T. The one in the second word. Maybe a T. T. I'm trying to look at the mirror
Can I cast comprehend languages again to see if I
Like, I'm trying not to cheat here. Like, can I tell every single language?
Right, I'm getting my pencils.
I have it.
Yes.
I have it. I have it. I have it.
Okay. Arista, before you before you waste the spell, I will let Varric have a guess.
Well, you trust Laurie.
I would recommend reading it from the other direction.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
These were the words that I could understand so far.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can see trust.
Before
We some-
were
we are BE something. Can you see you read it from top to flip it on its side and then read it and finish off so it's not quite mirrored, it's the ends of that. We are BE
Oh, I see. Yeah,
BETRA.
we are betrayed. Is that
Yeah.
betrayed?
No, that would be
Yeah,
before.
YED.
Like the fourth word.
Betrayed.
would be-
Do not trust
Laurie.
Laurie. She is.
She
W.
is.
That's a W, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a W.
E.
She is with.
Yes. TH. She is with.
She's with Urfel.
Yeah.
Arissa might look at that and go, whoa.
Yeah, she's with Urfel.
Run before
We.
Wait,
We'll run before we wake. So these skeletons are going to come back alive and fuck us.
no.
And just as you finish
That's what
reading
it-
that out loud, you hear the ground around you. Not quite rumble because these are bones, but you hear a sort of. And you look around and you see 5 skeletons standing around you, and they each have their jaws slack and open, and they all start to emit a loud, screeching scream. Could everybody please first do me a Constitution save, and then
Add
we'll
6.
do initiative.
Do I need to do one for Byros as well now that he's out of the Pokeball?
Yeah,
Can you? What do we have to roll again? I'm sorry.
a Constitution save.
Okay.
That was +6 Verti, right? Because
Yep.
it's a save. So then that's +6 plus my modifier. Damn it!
Is that +6 to everyone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as you're within 10 feet
So
of me.
this is the number we have plus what we roll, or
You
Because I have
roll a 20,
16.
and you down your down the side of your sheet, you'll have Constitution.
oh, okay, oh yeah, sorry.
Out on the-
I saw it. Okay, thank you.
We're doing a con save, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Should I just use Byraz's Constitution score because he
Yeah.
doesn't have like saving
That's
throw
fine.
things?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
For Constitution. And
So it was +6 from your Aura of Protection, was it?
Yep.
Oh shit, I forgot that already. You literally said that.
Oh, you did well as well.
initiative.
Ragnar.
I will say that Riju passes for now because she'll be floating on her carpet, looking disdainful at you all. In the meantime, Varric and Angry Beholduck Ragnar, with the prayer hands that I'm very much enjoying,
God damn.
you two find yourselves frozen to the spot, and you each take and you each take 12 points of damage from this scream that is emitted. It's almost like a banshee wail from these skeletons. So Ragnar and Varric are like now rooted to the spot and can't move. You're not frightened, you're just sort of petrified on the spot kind of thing. everybody else, what would you like to do? If you're going to fight, we can roll initiative. If you're going to scarper, we won't.
Vatharitus is already pulling out his warhammer, and, or more to the point, he's pulling out the divine maul that he got.
Alrighty. In which case, everybody who's going to fight, please roll initiative.
Rosie.
Yes.
Seeing as I'm petrified, would I still roll initiative for like if I join the fight later?
Ragnar and Varric, you both roll initiative, and you can do another save on your turn to see if you get out.
Oh, I did so well.
So Verti's thing doesn't add initiative, does it?
No, it only works on saves.
Possibly, I wish it worked on initiative.
I'll just blame my slowness on like being petrified.
What would I add for Byraz's roll? Because he can fight now. This is why I'm like rolling for him. What do you
from
add for
memory,
initiative?
it's Dex bonus, isn't it?
Awesome. He has 0 dex, so he
Join the club. Verity has t-shirt.
also rolls terribly.
Oh yeah,
Join the club. Verity definitely has t-shirts.
Okay.
I love how Vatharitus started this fight, but apart from the petrified people, he's going.
Okay. So, up first, we have Ragnar. Those of you who haven't rolled, are you not fighting?
Yeah,
in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you dare.
Erissa's behaving, that's fine.
Wait, since when? Like, who is she and what did she do with Erissa? If she's behaving.
I have a child to think about now.
And a bear.
I think she was talking about the bear first.
Oh yeah.
So-
The bear is her practice child. Okay.
Baby born.
So if I'm up first, do I just make con save?
Yes, please.
Oh my god. That is literally the same result as before. It's an 11 overall.
You're doing so well.
Okay, so unfortunately you are still frozen on the spot. You don't take any more damage because the scream has now stopped, but you cannot move and aid your friends and fight. Up next we have Apressa to you.
Hello. So I'm on a ball at the back. How many skeletons are nearby me?
Let's have a look.
Oh, actually,
You've probably got 3 near you, the first 3.
cool. I'm going to use my bow and shoot from on top of my boar.
Okie dokie.
So I'll kind of aim for one that looks like it might hurt someone. So I have 15. 20 not natural to hit.
That definitely hits, yeah.
Awesome. So then I have 6, 7, 8. So that's 10 points of damage.
10, excellent. Would you like to hit skeleton number 1, skeleton number 2, or bachelor number 3?
Let's go for number 2 in the middle.
Okay. 10 points of damage. Nope. Okay. Did you want to do anything else, etc. on your turn?
I'm just gonna, stay kind of where I am on the back of the ball from a vantage point.
No problem. In which case, it is the skeletons go. And they are going to go for... Let's have a look. They will go for you, Aprissa. And...
Can you repeat that? Sorry, you got cut off.
That's the skeleton's turn. One of them is going to aim at Aprissa, because she just did damage. In fact, two of them are going to aim at Aprissa. The third one will aim.
Oh! I didn't add sneak attack.
Go for it. Add it.
Oh my god, I love you. Is it the end? Thank you so much. Oh fuck! I just dropped my dice. Sorry, I am paying attention mostly. So add 12 to that, please.
Add 12.
That was 22 in total for damage then instead.
22 in total for damage. Okay, that skeleton is not looking very good. Alright, so the 8 is going to miss you, Apricity. Does a 17 hit you, Apricity?
Apparently I'm now on 18 armor class.
Ooh, in which case, no, it doesn't. So, the first skeleton lunges, and you sort of dodge out the way. The next one, you manage to sort of push off with an arm. Varric, does a 18 hit you?
Nope.
Excellent. Again, skeleton lunges with a bony arm, and you manage to sort of catch it with your wrist, etc. I'm just going to restart this music now. Walking down my street. Oh, there we go. Okay, and a 2. That's going to miss. And does a 16 hit you, Ragnar?
Not quite.
In which case, the skeletons did fuck all. So,
yeah, go team.
Next we have Hannibal.
Yay! I finally get to fight. This is rare. Okay. Which ones are near me?
They will be number 4 and 5.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
4 and number 5.
4 and number 5. Okay. Can I use Fireball on one of them? Oh, was that a yes?
Yeah.
My God, where you constantly get cut off. Is this happening to anybody else, or is it just me?
Yeah, I can hear her breaking up a lot.
Okay, wait. We'll solve it.
Are we gonna jump?
Be prepared to jump to a different country.
Okay, so Hannah's gonna use Fireball, please.
Yes, you can do.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Roll your attack.
Varric, yes, it does.
Yes, the air does look very heavy with her magic. Okay, cool. That will hit. Do you want to aim at skeleton number 4 or skeleton number 5?
Which one is closer to Ariza?
Number 5. Although.
Oh wait! That will have a backlash. Never mind. To the one further from Ariza.
Okay, number 4.
Well, she does have my shield, so. But yeah, whatever.
The clearing's quite small, Vetheritas. You're all within 30 feet of each other, and the skeletons are sort of in a semicircle around the front of you, with Orissa at the back.
Looking at the rules for Fireball.
I was going to say, because Hannibal, you could probably attempt to get more than one of them, or you can concentrate it on just one and not run the risk of hitting Orissa. It's entirely up to you.
She probably wouldn't risk harming Harissa, so she will focus on just one.
Okay. Roll your damage for the fireball then, please.
Yes, mademoiselle. Got a 13.
13, nice. 4. Ooh. Okay. The bones sort of blacken a bit, and some of them sort of start to disintegrate and crumble. That skeleton is looking, on a scale of 1 to 100, he's around about a 50. I'm not saying they have 100 hit points, I'm just saying in terms of numbers, he's at about half. While this is happening, Orissa is setting up the camp. Lovely. Just move aside this blood stain here, just cover this up with some dirt. Lovely. Roasting some marshmallows. Vetheritas, you are next.
Right, so the least damaged one, he's just going to charge.
Okay, that'll be the one dead in the centre, number 3.
Yep. Perfect. He doesn't actually have to focus on anything else. He's going to charge that one and start swinging his Divine Ebon Maul at it.
Ooh, very nice.
Well, that's interesting. I just rolled 2 lucky 7s.
Oh no.
Hey,
Which means... does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Oh, in that case, 2 hits.
Excellent. Roll melee damage. Add it. Tell me the total damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna need my dice for this. Right here. So I have. Yep. 4d6 for them all. And do I have enough d8s?
Do you want me to roll some for you?
Hey, I'm just gonna dig through and see if I can find them. That's 1d8, 2d8. And I have more than that. That's a d8. I can roll the d8s twice. Do I want to drop a smite into this mix?
What number are you on so far?
You know what? Probably not, because that would be overkill with this weapon. So the first attack did 10, 12, 14, 19 damage.
Okay. And the second attack?
Did I add my... Sorry, that was 14 damage. That was actually 21, including his strength. The second attack...
Does the second attack do more than 6 points of damage?
On base level alone, yes. Plus this was all radiant damage as well, so...
In which case, that skeleton is completely kaput. How would you like to smash him?
He's probably just going to try and rip his, Divine Evan directly through its rib cage as hard as he can.
Cool. Vitheritas pulls back, and with a mighty "Rah!" Doosh! You hear the spine and the ribs crack, and for a second, the maul passes straight through, and the rib cage goes flying off. And for a couple of seconds, the head hangs in midair. The shoulders sort of hang halfway in the air, and for a second, the skeleton stands there with its head in midair and the rest of its body missing. And then the skull drops to the floor, and the whole thing crumbles.
Nice.
And up next, we have Biraz the Boar.
Cool. He's gonna charge at a skeleton, please.
Excellent. Would you like to charge at the one you just hit yourself, or number 1?
Wait,
Huh?
Bear's at lower than me, right?
He got like a 5 or something.
Yeah,
What did you get?
I got 10. No, wait, 9.
Sorry, Varric, you are above the boar. I read Vitheritas and then I sort of skipped past Varric because I went past the V's. Sorry, Varric, you may take your turn. Constitution save, please.
Yeah, of course. Huh. That might do it. Am I still within 10 feet of the Verti?
I expect so, yes.
Okay, in that case, that's a 16 total.
Ooh, only just, but yes. You find yourself able to wiggle your toes and move your feet again. You can do one action.
To be fair, Varric, the thing I was gonna have him do is hide.
Yeah, that is fine.
He's gonna move back from the group.
Okay.
And that's all he's gonna do for now.
Okay, you and Orissa are towards the back. That is fine. Okay, now it is the boar's turn. And I think that mean clip has just shown us what the boar would like to do, so do you want to roll your attack?
Yeah, the boar's gonna take a running charge.
Do you want to attack number 1, who hasn't been hit yet, or number 2, who's looking quite bad that you attacked?
That one.
Number 2, okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna make a strength attack, which is 11.
Oh, that will just miss.
Oh, damn. That's okay. He's gonna charge and probably headbutt a tree instead.
Okay. He has been he won't headbutt a tree completely. He'll just skid to a halt as the skeleton,
obviously, throwing him off a little bit. Oh.
The skeleton will sort of do the splits as in mid-air with one leg up, And he'll sort of like charge beneath the legs of the skeleton.
Amazing.
Which takes us back round to Ragnar of Angry Duckington.
Yes. Okay, so obviously con save.
Yeah, please.
Okay, that's 17 plus.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. In that case, right? How many skeletons are left?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna burn. I think it's two sorcery points. Yeah, I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points to cast. What is the name of the spell? Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Ooh,
as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I fire 4 rays. One is gonna go towards each of these skelly bros.
That's cool.
And it's just an attack.
Yeah, okay, just roll 1 attack, but do 1 lot of damage, unless you want to roll 4 different damages, or you can just roll 1 attack and 1 lot of damage for all of them.
Oh, the way that it works, it's not a save, it's an attack, so I'd be rolling to hit for each of them.
Okay, that is fine.
So I got all of this. My lowest is a 10.
The 10 will not hit.
Okay, my second lowest is a 12.
That will not hit, only just though.
Okay, well the other 2 were 15 and 18 respectively.
Yes, they will.
Well, plus my bonuses.
Yeah.
And it's 2d6 fire damage.
Oh. Would you like to go for the 2 that are nearest the attacking boar and Apricity, or the 2 that are sort of closer to you, but at this point they've all sort of moved a little bit? So.
The 2 furthest away from me.
Okay.
And it's 2d6 fire damage, so that is 5 fire damage to both of them.
Okay.
And then with my movement, I'm gonna move up to whichever one's closest to me, and I would like to attack twice with my rapier with my extra attack.
Go for it. Would you like to attack number 4 or number 5? They're both within the same distance of you at the moment. Number 4 is more gravely injured. Number 5, not so much.
In that case, I would like to go for number 5.
Bachelor number 5. All right.
First is a 20, not natural.
Yeah. Hit.
And 1d8 plus 3. And it is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, marvellous. This skeleton is not looking very great. You've chopped one of its arms off and its jaw is hanging on one side.
Okay.
Roll your second.
Second attack is 18 plus 7.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And that is 8 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, was that 8?
Yes, that is 8.
That is bang on. So, how would you like to completely destroy this skeleton?
So, after having just, shot my bolts of flaming rays and rushing towards the skeleton, upward sweep to cut his arm off, and then straight just through the skull with my second attack with the rapier.
And with what would have been a squelch, but is in fact just a punch, the skeleton drops and is no more. There is only 3 remaining. 2 of them not looking very good at all, 1 of them looking fairly pristine. And after that we have Apricity. Being on top of your boar, you have been moved with him. You're just behind skeleton number 2.
Awesome. I would like to shoot it in the back of the head then.
Yep.
Which I've now moved my sheet. I'm very sorry. Move that. Would I count as flanking him if I'm behind and my friend nearby?
Yes, you would.
Sweet. So that is 17 to...
Yes, that will hit. I'm enjoying these memes. Snake attack!
So,
I was practicing my bingo boom boom voice today. He basically just sounds like
Amazing.
Nice.
That's spoilers and hints for another thing that will be happening on our channel to all our thousands of listeners.
Watch this space then. Oh god, I was too sick.
Sorry. What is your damage, lovely?
23 damage.
Oof. Jesus. Okay, you have knocked this skeleton completely out of the running. Annihilated would be a word. Ground to dust.
I love sneak attack.
It is now the remaining 2 skeletons there. The first one is going to go for you, Apricity, having been the last one it saw attack. And with a natural 1, I'm not even going to bother. The other one is going to go for you, Ragnar. Does a 21 hit you?
Not if I use my shield, which I'm going to use my shield because I have the spell slots and we're gonna sleep soon, I hope.
I hope so. God, we're gonna sleep soon. Alrighty. In which case, you will not take the attack from that one. So, marvellous. Moving on. Hannibal, lovely. It is your turn. Why is there a skeleton twerking on my screen?
Because we're all insane.
I love
It
it.
was an attempt to attack.
You're lucky I'm not getting my Undertale collection.
They're bardic skeletons.
Okay, can I use cloud daggers?
Other daggers? Sure you can.
I'm sorry?
Yes, you can.
Yay. Okay, let me just throw. Which one is the less harmed at the moment?
Number 1 hasn't taken any damage. Number 4 is looking very bad.
Then I'll attack number 1. I'll leave 4 for somebody else.
I like that attitude.
I got a 12 damage.
A 12 to attack. Ooh, that will just hit one, I'm afraid.
I don't have any additions. I mean, come on. I don't have additions.
Well, you've got so many spells and magic.
I knew.
You heal yourself, Hannibal. That's alright. So the Veritas, it is your turn. I feel like Paladins should get to rage every so often, just like, I'm so goddamn angry! Literally, goddamn angry.
What do you think Smite's for?
Paladin
So he's
rage.
just gonna attack this one.
Okay, are you going to attack the one that is still alive and kicking, or the one that is almost dead?
Probably irrelevant at this stage. I'm presuming a 13 doesn't hit.
No, it will only just miss.
Yeah, well, that was the best attack. The other one was a 2, so you only about a 11, I think. So, yeah, he just whiffed both these attacks.
Just slams the maul into the floor angrily and in a state of frustration. Varric, it is your go. You are at the back.
How far is it to the enemy that's like least harmed?
Number 1, you would have to go past the Veritas and Apricity on the wall. If you went for number 4, you just have to move past Hannibal.
Is number 1 reachable for me?
It is reachable, yes.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on number 1.
Okay.
While I'm running at him,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna like bash his head in with the trident.
Love it. Do an attack for me. And while you're rolling your damage, I'm just going to pause this recording and start the next one.